Hello everybody. Today I'll be installing a Starlight 500 piece kit on this M8 Competition. I'm going to walk y'all through it with me step by step. First I'm going to start by removing all these little points that kind of hold in the headliner. There's one here, there's one there, one there. I'm going to start disassembling the front pillars over here, and I'll work my way to the middle, the rear, then I'll start tugging on the top. Basically, this is a light that has a connector like that, and you sit under here. I'm not gonna do it on camera because I don't want to break it, but a little bit of tugging and it'll come out. It looks like this. Looks like that, so you might want to pull to the left to unhinge that, or the right. This is just a pry, very easy. This is how it came out. Top part's gonna be that way, so pull down, I would assume. At least that's how it works for me. And then you just have to disconnect these wires. Next step is gonna be removing this and these, which you can do with a flathead. Preferably something smaller. Kind of like that, yeah. This little piece is gonna drop out. Don't lose that, put that to the side. You'll have a screw right there. And you'll also want to get... Next thing that I will be doing is I'll be grabbing 2 Phillips head screwdrivers, or flathead I should say, sorry. And you want these 2 tabs in there. Sorry, it won't focus. You're gonna have a tab right there and right there, and you want to squeeze those together. This should release this metal clip that's holding pressure to hold this clip into the headliner. So what I ended up doing for this clip is you take these, squeeze those clips together, and as you're squeezing those clips together, take this and pry the clip from the top just all around, and it'll eventually pop out. After taking out both sides, you're then going to move to these screws on the front pillars, and then proceed to pry and take them out. You're then going to move to the back. You're going to take these out by lifting down, releasing these handles, and then squeezing the clips as the same that were in the front. And then you're going to use your pry tool and pry on the edges of this, and this is what will come out. So you want to put the seats down using the lever in the trunk. You're going to want to pry this back, and then proceed to yank this big red piece out for both sides. Next, you're going to want to take your screwdriver, pop these tabs out in the back. Use your a 6-point socket, and then take that screw out. What I ended up doing first is there's going to be this piece. Take this out just by prying it. There's gonna be a clip here, pull forward, then that lets you take this out with ease. Next, you're gonna come up to the main lighting arrangement. You're gonna take this vent. It's gonna be right there. Sorry, it's gonna be right there. You're gonna take some pliers or whatever, some flat screwdrivers, pry that off. Then you can have 2 bolts right there. Next, this piece is gonna be sitting right in there. You want to take your plier, just pry on all the edges, and it will come out just like this. After enough prying on this main head unit, now that the headliner's down, you basically, all you have to do is, the last thing is these side pillars. You just kind of pull the headliner over. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but it's not going to do any damage. Then from there, I started from the back to front. Started pulling. There's going to be some tabs. Also, take this out. It's a good segue. Take this out, this side piece. It's going to help when you twist and pull the headliner up. Give you some more space. There's going to be 2 tabs that you're going to want to pop out right there. After those are out, pull down. It'll also come down, and then it'll come down from the bottom to from the front to the back. And then you have to unplug this one wire right in the middle. Alrighty, so right now we have the headliner coming out the back right passenger door. Put all the seats down completely. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna start from the front passenger side. And you're gonna wanna take it. This is the headliner, you wanna turn it this way and then tilt that way and move it out that door. Your biggest problem is going to be on the back right passenger side. It's going to be this right here, but I went ahead and bended it. You're gonna get some pretty major creasing along this line, but I mean, there's really no other way to do it. A lot of this stuff in the suede and Alcantara itself will come out eventually with time and heat, so don't be scared to bend it too much. The liner is fine. There's no creasing even if you bend it. The foam on the back is what creases and bends. The suede itself will go back to its original position, so don't worry about that now. Now we got some paint cans set up. I got 3 barrels on each side and 5 minis to hold the middle. We're gonna put the headliner on top of this upside down. I have these to keep the trash and shit from getting on there. And then, yep, we'll start drilling and doing the holes. Alrighty, now that we have the headliner out of the car, we have taken it and we have dotted, allocated certain spaces. We cut it into 4 sections. We did 50 here, 55 here, 90, and then what was it? How much was this one? Do you remember? 65 or something like that. It's a 500 piece set. We are not doing any of this side paneling or the front, strictly in the middle. Now we're going to start drilling with these very, very small drill bits. Once we drill, we will put the wires in. So our biggest challenge has proven to be mounting the actual box that the kit comes with, which I believe is right here. Which is the box itself is very small, which is nice, because the box I did in my 335 over there was way bigger. So what we're thinking is that we're gonna mount the box here with double-sided tape or Velcro. We're gonna take this wire, cut a hole into this. Then we're gonna mount or wire this underneath or through this, then up this side pillaring behind the seatbelt holder, around this bracket, Velcro it or zip tie it here, and then that'll be our connection point into the actual sunroof. Alright, so right now, basically taped this fiber optic line to the left driver's side, back side, and we ran it all the way across the middle, and we've been going from this side forward, putting them in, and then pulling them through. It's a slow and tedious process, but it's got to happen. So, alright, so we just finished up poking all the holes and putting the fiber optic cables in. How long would you say it took? 2-3 hours? Something like that. 3.5 probably. It's a pain in the ass, your back's gonna hurt, but it's just what has to be done. Alright, so right now I am doing the meteor shower set. I originally had all those bands. I just think that's way too many, so I went ahead and shopped. I left 3 cables per pin. That's about all I'm gonna need. And then I'm letting the hot glue gun heat up right now. From the middle console, the cigarette lighter's at, to the mounting point in the rear of the trunk. Instead of connecting to the battery, I don't know why I did that, or the parts already ordered, so I'm just gonna stick with the cigarette lighter port. And I like the functionality of that. So it originally came with this. There is no 12-volt wall outlet, so I bought this on Amazon. To make the cable longer, to reach that long of a distance, I'm splicing this wire with this wire right now. So after shorting the first unit that I bought on Amazon, it's a cigarette plug-in. I shorted it by connecting the wrong wires to each other. I knew because it smelled burnt and it stopped working. So I had to go pull the unit from my car, unfortunately, but the customer's car needs to get done tonight, so I will buy a new one and install it in my car in the meantime. But I did a busted ass wiring job to make the wires longer so it could fit. Now we have a good, decently long wire. I think it's going to be perfect. I don't even think there's going to be an inch left, which does scare me a little bit, but we'll see. Now we're going to be on to putting the meteors on this. Headliner is in. it's going to bend like so. Don't be scared. Bend it as much as you can. It will not crease the headliner. Next up is wiring these back through there. Alrighty, so we got the headliner up. This is probably the most genius part about this whole project is the mounting it part. So what we went ahead and did is we went up and around this bracket, and then we went behind this, which is like a natural holder for the cable. Then we went behind this toward all the insulating foam, and then we went out the side, and then we mounted the box right there with zip ties. So we now have everything wired. We're going up there into that bracket, and then out through this angle right here. This is what I've been working on for the last 2 days. All right, so the headliner is in. It is attached in the rear. Just remember to plug in the center lighting unit and that middle lighting unit back there. We also have this all reinstalled. Make sure to plug all those and bring them through the headliner. All right. Well, guys, it's done. Basically what happens is you want to get all your parts installed like this. You want to fit your seats in again. And then from there on, it's literally just trimming them and making them look all smooth and polished. Is that it? Oh, okay. And then I'll show you without the lights off. I'll get you a better video in a second. So there's the finished product, folks. Starlight on the M8 Comp. Let me know if you have any questions or anything I can help you with.